Hey internet friends! Today's Valentine's Day, so I thought I should share my feelings about it. Now, I was thinking about doing a makeup tutorial or a outfit of the day or something. I might post that at the end of the video, a photo of it, because it's kind of hard since I'm going out tonight and I have to get there. So I'm going to get changed and it's going to be just hard. So anyway, so here's my feelings and thoughts about Valentine's Day. Now, there are two types of people in this world, I believe. People who celebrate Valentine's Day and people who don't. Or the people that like it and the people that don't. In my opinion, I'm not either. I like the idea that one day a year we can celebrate love. We can celebrate the thing you cannot touch, cannot smell, cannot taste. You cannot grab it with your hands and feel it's there, but you know it's there. Like when a mum has just given birth to a new baby and holds it for the first time, you can feel it, that love. You may not be able to see it, but you can feel it. You know it's there. That's why I like Valentine's Day. That's the only reason I like it. That, and it's an excuse to see someone you care about. Because I'm personally a hopeless romantic. I like sunsets. I like the idea that my boyfriend may cook me a home-cooked meal. We can share a bottle of wine and then just spend the night together. We don't have to do anything, but just that would be... We've gone on like dinner dates, like proper dinner dates, so we get all dressed up. That was romantic. But that's basically where it ends. He's the kind of guy, I'm going to be honest with you, that won't send you flowers. For the logical reason that they're expensive. Now, I'm going to quickly just do a Google search and look up how much a bunch of roses would cost me today. After looking really quickly, I discovered it's going to be minimum $45 for a bunch. Now that's not one rose, I admit that. That's like a bunch of them, like a bouquet. And then it's going to be like $40 plus for delivery. Now, depending where the actual location of the place is, will depend on how much delivery cost, obviously. Now, because my boyfriend and I live so far apart, it's actually, pretty sure it's about 20 k's. Now, that may not seem a lot, but it's about a 40-minute drive at most. So, 40 minutes, car drive, plus the bouquet. So it works out to be $90 postage, plus the $45, just the bouquet. Now, I don't blame him for not buying me flowers. If he did, then I'll just say, why did you spend that much for a bunch of flowers that are going to die anyway? But, then again, I like flowers. I don't like roses, because I don't think that takes much effort and much thought process. Oh, it's Valentine's Day, I'm going to buy a bunch of roses. Anyway, my high school made a massive thing of Valentine's Day. The Year 12s, basically it's their responsibility to plan it, organise it, and go ahead and make it fun. So, I was Year 12 last year, and basically, what you do is, in the middle of the school grounds, the leadership, like Year 12 leaders, would sit there and they would sell Valentine's Day roses and they would sell singing telegrams, which basically, and then it was the rest of the Year 12's responsibility to deliver. Now, what you did was on our Year 12 Facebook page, we put our name down to say we wanted to be either in the singing group or we wanted to be a rose deliverer. And then basically we had to dress up, we had to leave the assembly early, dress up, and then go deliver roses in home class. Now, personally, I was in the singing group, and my friend and I sang One Direction, That's What Makes You Beautiful, whatever it is, Makes You Beautiful, that song, and we sang Listen to Your Heart. Now, so basically what happens is, other students will buy each other roses and sing telegrams, and then we have to find this kid in his home class, and then go run singing to him, find the next kid, sing to them. While the rose deliverers get a bunch of roses for one home class, go and then hand out the roses. Now, that makes it like the main good thing about that is if you get a rose, or you get a singing telegram. You may not enjoy it at the moment when you're sitting there and someone's singing to you, like a nutcase, but at least you got something. Now, sometimes what happens is, hi phone, a group of kids will sing to you, or a group of one kid in my class always, all through high school, except for she wasn't in my class in year 12. She got, always came back with this mass bunch of roses from everybody. Everyone just bought it for her. And then, for me personally last year, because my boyfriend didn't go to my school last year, or he didn't go to my school at all, I didn't get anything. The year before that I got stuff, but that was just for my friends. And even though I might say, oh, I didn't get anything, that's so pathetic and really selfish of me, it kind of sucks when all your friends have roses and sung to and all those things, and they make a massive deal out of it, and they enjoy getting stuff. Even though I enjoyed giving this present, even though I enjoyed giving it, I still felt like really left out. So if my boyfriend never sent me flowers, I'd be over the moon, despite the cost. Now, what else can I talk about Valentine's Day? Now that I'm thinking about it, another main thing that you can get on Valentine's Day, well, there's 4, in my terms of my opinion. So color the flowers. The next one's the cards. Now, I bought my boyfriend a card. Technically it's 5 things, now that I think about it. So the second one's a card. And even though I bought my boyfriend a card, now that I'm thinking about it, it's kind of really sad and superficial. But I bought him a card because it's a joke. It's a joke in that we'd get it. Because he's not really a romantic person, I'm going to be honest with you. I like romance, but I'm willing to not have it if that's what it takes. Who really cares? It's about give and take in a relationship. Anyway, so in the card, whatever, it was really romantic and creepy and mushy and all those kind of pathetic one-liners, those that guys try to use, or girls try to use, and then in this really mushy, creepy, fluffy, cute card, which is the exact opposite of our relationship, which is why it would work, which is why it would be funny. Anyway, but the problem with cards is you don't want to have a card that you just bought, right, to my girlfriend, love from me. The girl or guy opens that, reads the message that Hallmark wrote, then turns around and goes, thanks. And then they have been thinking, did you even think about this card? Did you even know what it had in it? Probably not. Sorry about my phone going off. That's my boyfriend texting me. He suddenly just now wants to make plans with me during the middle of the day, which is kind of just like, huh? Anyway, what was I saying? Talking about cards, wasn't I? So that's the second thing. The third thing that you can get is chocolate. Now, I love chocolate. Chocolate's the best. That's one of my favourite things ever. As you probably know, my favourite things consist of elephants, chocolate, strawberries, and my boyfriend. Now, chocolate is a good thing. Except for if you get a girl a box of chocolates, she'll eat them all and then feel really guilty afterwards. Or she'll get them and then she'll be like, thank you! And then they'll melt. Because in Adelaide today it's 36 degrees Celsius. So for a quick translate, 96.8 Fahrenheit. So it's hot. Today's not cold at all. So chocolates will melt today. By the time you get them, because you're not going to keep them in the fridge the entire time, it would just be like mush. And that's when you start celebrating. Mush. So so far you've bought your girlfriend or your partner or your date a bunch of roses, because you know nothing about it. A card, which you've written nothing in, because you know nothing about her. Chocolates, because you want to give her something that's sweet, but they're going to be melted. Fourth thing is if you kind of know her, you might buy jewellery. Now, diamonds are amazing. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. But, let's be honest. Now, you can buy jewellery for, $5? So in some places if you go to the right spots. But if you buy real diamond stuff, you can be minimum talking $150. But those amazing diamond rings you see in shop windows, they're upwards of $1,000. I can think of 100 other ways to spend $1,000. Personally, if you had $1,000 to buy for a ring, I'll tell him to buy a $100 ring, if he had to buy a ring. And then spend the $900 left over. Let's go away. Let's do something that we like. Let's play mini golf. You know what I mean? Let's not hang around and just look at a special thing on my finger, which everyone will be like, isn't that lovely? That's really huge. How much did that cost him? When you're sitting there thinking, aww. I'm going to be honest with you. Money, will, at the end of the day, will affect what he gives you, or you give him. Now that's my next point. What do you get a guy? That's why the fifth thing is lingerie. Now, that's what personally I bought this year. Now, I didn't buy anything skimpy and slutty, because that's not who I am. I just want something sweet, simple, and made me look good. Made me feel good. Now that might be selfish, but he enjoys it. He enjoyed it, because I gave it to him Tuesday. That's when I saw him, because I didn't know I was going to see him today. Then, my next thought is, okay, you bought him lingerie, which basically implies you're going to sleep with him tonight. But what if you don't want to? What if you just want to cuddle? Because sometimes, not every person is always in the mood. Let's be realistic. So, you've got him lingerie, so you have to have basically your plan that you want to see. You want him to, you're going to wear it, which basically implies you might as well be naked. Or, what else can you buy? And that's what I asked him. What do you want me to get you? Then he goes, get me something practical, and that makes sense to me. So I was going to get him this thing, because he wants a turbo car, but he can't have one. So, he wants the sound of I don't know, some kind of gearbox thing that goes, doo! I don't know. So that's what I was going to get him. But then I had no money, so I felt the other way around it. But I'm going to be honest. Valentine's Day is just too much effort. Because if you don't know the person, go ahead, be stereotypical. But for couples, I go ahead, celebrate Valentine's Day. I'm going to go out to lunch and dinner with him. But because we booked so late, our dinner reservation's 8:30 at night. Anyway. So, I'm going to go out to dinner. I'm going to get dressed up. I'm going to take photos. I'm going to enjoy myself. But I'm not going to do it just today. I'm going to go out, get dressed up, go out to dinner. I'm going to make this a once a month thing. So that way he remembers, and I remember, that it's not just one day a year. Well, technically two, because our anniversary as well. Let's make it every day. Let's make it more often than that. Let's make this romance thing where we love each other and show each other we love each other. By doing little romantic gestures, not once a year. Do it just because you do it. Just do it just because you feel like it. Because she had a hard day at work and she's really pissed off. So I'm going to cook her dinner. Now that I'm thinking about it, what if you don't have a date? What if you're by yourself and the only thing you think about doing on Valentine's Day is watching The Notebook with a massive bucket of chocolate and cookies and cream ice cream? Because that's not a bad plan. But it's also kind of really sad. So what I recommend doing is if you're a girl, get all your female friends over that are single and have nothing better to do on a Thursday night. And just have a girls' night. Watch movies, eat junk food, but be together. Don't be alone, because that just is really pathetic and you'll be sad. Or, remember, sometimes things don't work out. Sometimes you just don't have a date. Sometimes guys and girls can be absolute retards. And you may not be at fault, but that's the truth. Now, also you have to remember, just because you don't have a date on Valentine's Day, you're not alone. And also, it's not that really bad. Could be worse. Me, I personally don't have a dad. So on Father's Day, what am I meant to do? I know people that don't have mums. What are they meant to do on Mother's Day? Just think of it like that. It's one day a year to tomorrow, everyone will forget about it. Except for your Facebook feed. That will definitely not forget about it at all. Bye, guys.